in the last lesson we talked about converting numbers from improper fractions to mixed numbers and from mixed numbers to improper fractions. And today I just want to talk a little bit about how we can do that all a little faster. So this is our board from last week. I'm going to erase everything except for our fractions. Last lesson. And I want you to think about what we really know here. So if I'm looking at this number, 2 3/4, that tells me that I have, I sort of just erased it, but that I have 2 complete wholes, right? So instead of drawing the picture of 2 wholes and splitting it into 4 pieces and counting how many pieces I have there, it's super easy to just use multiplication, right? To say, well, I know that if I had 2 groups with 4 in each group, I'm simply multiplying 2 by 4. So my whole number by my denominator. So 2 times 4 equals 8. Plus, I can't multiply 2 by 3 because I don't have 2 groups of 3. 3 is telling me up here that I have an incomplete group. So now I have to add that many to the total wholes. So I have 8 plus 3 over 4 because it still takes 4 to make a complete cookie, right? So 8 plus 3 is equal to 11 out of 4. So instead of drawing the entire picture, I can simply use my multiplication skills to solve that. Consider another example. Say I told you that my mixed number, oh, I don't want to use a quarter again, sorry, I'm just going to choose a different, is 2 3/5. Let's even not use 2 again. Let's use 4 3/5. I could draw a picture with 4 wholes divided into 5 equal sections, but to speed it up, I want to use the skills that I already know. So if I have a mixed number, I can use multiplication change a mixed number into an improper fraction. Can you hear my dog barking? Chicken is the most complicated part of homeschool, guys. My boys are they're riding their bikes outside quietly, but chicken's the disturber. So I can use multiplication to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. All I'm going to do is say, well, how many groups do I have? How many are in each group? 4 times 5 equals 20. So I know that I have 20 and an incomplete group. 20 and 3 more over top of the denominator, which is how many pieces my whole has been cut into. So I have 20 and 3, and it takes 5 to make a whole. So I have 23 over 5. See how much faster that is? Wow, I'm going to try using that strategy on the work today. Same thing when I'm looking at an improper fraction. So that's just another way of writing the same values. Let's do this one again. If I have, say, for example, 13 over 5, well, now I'm going to not use multiplication to solve that because I already have my total number of groups. Now total number of pieces, sorry. I want to break my total number of pieces into the groups that I have. What do we use if we have a large number and we're trying to split it up into smaller numbers? Division! That's right, we've been working on this all year, right? So same things we've learned before are now coming into play with the new concepts. You guys are doing great. You already know this stuff, right? We're just using it in a new way. So if I have 13 pieces and I want to divide it into 5 groups because 5 makes a whole, I'm going to use my division skills. I know that 13 does not divide evenly by 5, but I'm asking myself, how many groups of 5 can I make out of 13? Maybe I'll try skip counting. 5, 10, oops, 15's too high, but I know I can get 2 groups because in my head I know that 2 times 5 equals 10. So I'm going to divide 13 by 5 or skip count, whatever strategy you have. Think about division is the opposite of multiplication, so I can skip count to get it, or maybe it is easier for you, but try to use your mental math strategies. I know that 2 times 5 equals 10, so I'm going to say that I can make 2 whole groups, right, of 5. That gives me 3 left over, so 13 minus 10, everything's happening on top of that 5, will equal 3 over 5. So this represents the part. I've got 2 wholes and part left over. So that one is using division. I'm going to attach a Khan Academy video that's going to explain this same concept if it's still feeling a little muddy. And you guys remember, text me if you have questions. I've got my number all over D2L. Text me and we'll meet in the Google Meet and I can explain it to you one-on-one if you have questions. I'm here. So I really want to help you if you need it. Try the questions today and I think you guys are going to do great.